All right, man. Terry Crews doubles down on his tweets from about a week ago, where he basically said that, hey, we can't, we need white people to help us get up out this situation, or we will create black supremacy. And even one of his co-stars from Everybody Hate Chris, who played Everybody Hate Chris, I forget his name, even kind of check Terry Crews about the tweets. But let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video, and I appreciate everybody for checking in. And I think I kind of found out the issue with him, but let's read it, and we'll see. And this is an issue that we talk about a lot on this channel. And he said, I compare that tweet to cussing in church, Terry Crews said, because what's wild is you have the message, but if you use a curse word, nobody's really hearing you. The cuss word I used in this instance was black supremacy, and is what I really want to reiterate and explain is what I said was defeating white supremacy without white people could create black supremacy. In the black race and black America, we have gatekeepers. We have people who have decided that who is going to be black and who's not. Crews continue. I simply because I have a mixed race wife, I have been discounted from the conversation. A lot of the times I'm by very militant movements, black power movement. I've been called all kinds of things like Uncle Tom, which that's not a correct term, simply because I'm successful, simply because I work my way out of Flint, Michigan. The problem with that is black people have different views. It's funny because when you're white, you could be Republican, Libertarian, Democrat, and you could be anything. But when you're black, you have to be one thing. That's one thing I agree with him right there. But then he led to talk about Joe Biden. He said that Terry Crews touch on the Democratic presidential candidate Joe Biden Breakfast Club interview, where the politician stated, if you ain't black, you ain't really black. If a person voted for Donald Trump in the next election, Crews said that's what blackness is always judged. It's a supremacist movement because blackness is being put above others. Check out he got a clip, and I've put the clip in the article link in the description as well under source link, right? And one thing I figured out here, and this is the issue. He has a complex, and a lot of these dudes have this biracial complex when they marry to the other. He says this right here in this column. He said, we have people who decide that who is going to be black and who's not. Crews continue. I simply because I have a mixed race wife. So right here and there, that's where the issue kind of stemming at with him. He believed people calling him Uncle Tom, which that's not the real term for it. And I had to start on that documentary. I should have been started on Uncle Tom's Cabin. I got that book when I graduated. Well, I was graduating in 8th grade, and we went up to Canada and visit, Uncle Tom's Cabin, I believe it was. Okay, this is years ago. Okay, so his issue here is this, man. He has a complex about him, and a lot of people we know on YouTube have this complex, right? We got dudes that had Napoleon complex. I got a small dog I just got about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago. He got a little dog complex. He always getting into it with bigger dogs, right? And Terry Crews believed that people are attacking him, and I get to the black supremacist crap he talking about. He believed people are attacking him because he has a white wife or whatever she is. No, nobody's attacking Terry Crews because of that. Nobody's attacking you because you worked your way out of Flint. We need more stories like you work your way out of Flint. You transitioning from football to business into the actor and entertainment system. We clowning you because you say some of the raccoonish things we have ever heard out here. You always putting your foot in your mouth. And when you get this issue is with a lot of brothers that's not comfortable in their own skin. You know what I'm saying? I'm comfortable being me. I'm comfortable in my niche on YouTube. I'm comfortable with my life. I'm comfortable in my skin. But you got a lot of brothers out here who trying to overcompensate because they're not comfortable who they married to. It don't seem black enough. They married to a Korean, an Asian, a white woman, or whatever, a Spanish woman. They feel that they got to overcompensate. And my whole thing is, if you got an other on your arm, you can't lead the movement. You have an opinion, but your opinion is not going to be overheard by somebody else. You can't be Martin Luther King with a white woman on your arm, straight up and down. That's just my opinion on it. But your opinion as a black man matters. But when you go out there and you destroy your opinion, you destroy yourself with some of the comments that he's made, like this one. And this ain't the only one he's made. He's somebody like Oprah. He like a male Oprah. He here to cause confusion and distraction and destruction amongst our people. Now, I get what he's trying to say. You know what I'm saying? And what he's trying to say, and he did use the wrong word with black supremacy. Basically, what he said is we going to need everybody. He went on to say some more things, so listen to the interview, don't read the article. Basically, he said we going to need everybody to help us get out this hole. We're going to need Asians, we're going to need Hispanics. But the problem is, they hate us too. The majority of them hate us because they don't understand us. Now, the ones that married to brothers or married to sisters, they got an opportunity to know them. But it's a lot of people that's married to the other, especially people who got money, that other one hate them and don't like them. They just like what they bring to the table. But that's a totally different conversation. But basically what he's saying is, he trying to clarify, which he should have just added because ain't nobody talking about it no more, is that we need everybody to help us get out this hole. And that's the problem with black folks. Until we realize and we fix ourselves, we repair our relationship between, women and men, and we repair that relationship. And that's not our fault that the relationship between man and woman, wife, fiance, husband, whatever you want to say, that's not our fault. That's been over 300 years of oppression where they remove the man from a family, or they remove the female from a family, or they sell her to another, plantation. They sell the father to another plantation. They split the kids up and send them to separate plantations. That's been embedded in since we came to America for them to destroy the sense of family. Welfare came in. They had to remove the man from the house just to get benefits, no matter how much income income he didn't bring. All that is destruction. You know what I'm saying? All that's destruction of our togetherness and galvanization. You see Arabs and Asians live in the same house for years and years. But we got to stop looking for white people and other people to bail us out. Those are very same people, the majority of them, that don't like us, that hate us. So why would they genuinely want to help us out? We've been here for over 300 years. They didn't want to help us out when they brought us up over here, and we helped them out, rebuild and colonize and fought their wars and got their freedom. If they didn't want to help us out then after we done the job, and they don't still want to give us compensation or reparations, why do these same people that's a direct kinfolk of those ancestors want to help us now? Ain't nothing changed. We got to stop looking at white people to bail us out. Ain't nothing wrong with black supremacy. Ain't nothing wrong. They do it. Jewish people together, Jewish supremacy, white supremacy. They do. All these other people do it. The difference is they use us and they put their businesses in our hood and they take our money and put it back in rotation. They people. Terry Crews, we don't need white people to bail us out. This is something that black people have to bail us out. And as far as, him saying, oh, you ain't black enough, this, that, and the third, I get it because you married to the other and you feel some type of way, but love has no color. That's your prerogative. That's what people that box in their minds and look for one thing. When if you open your mind, you might find something you like. Basically, like a kid that just think football is it. But if he tried baseball, he'd probably be the best at baseball. So we not knocking you because who you with. Your wife has never come up. I don't care what these fake black militant people say, like Brother Pilot and Dr. Umar Johnson. Man, they don't determine your blackness. Your blackness is determined by how you handle your business and how you help your community out and how you build your home. That's not the issue. You just say some of the stupidest shit that's borderline felonious, and you create mass confusion, and you sound like a government informant. You sound like a white supremacist informant. You sound like Stephen from Django. It got nothing to do with who you got on your arm, family. But one thing he did say that I really like is that a white person can be whatever. They could be libertarian, Democrat, Republican, and blacks are expected to be Democrats. I like that comment he made. We could be whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? I can agree with a Republican on one thing, and I can agree with a Democrat. I'm fluid. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just boxed into one thing. America make you, in the society today, make you think it's a good and a bad. It could be two bads, it could be two goods. You could be kind of right, you could be kind of wrong at the same time. So he right about that. We can be whatever we want to be. And that's a problem. We've been, thinking that we got to be Democrat, and Democrats have been our worst enemy, and they put more niggas in jail than anybody. But like I said before, man, let me know if you want me to cook on this on a live stream. this coming weekend, maybe Friday, in the comment section. Share the videos. The best way to help me out, please share the videos, man. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You need to reach out if you got a business question, inquiry, sponsorship. Links in the description. Twitter's the fastest way. Want to make a donation, please do that. Share the video, but Cash App, PayPal in the description. Appreciate the love, support. Check our current news playlist for more videos like this. Source links is going to be the video and the article. One time for the one time we gone.